give appreciation to the two ensembles I'm wearing tonight, crafted by one of the top designers in Cebu, Mr. Philip Tampos, and another high appreciation for Mr. J. Pelanga for my hair and makeup. Again, we have such handsome ginoos in their barong wear tonight. Wouldn't you agree, JB?
Definitely, Kishes. With faces to match, too. I'm sure our audience here can agree that our candidates did justice to the designs they wore. But also, I would like to give credit to one of Cebu's top designers, Sir Dexter Alasas, who designed the barong I am wearing tonight.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to give recognition to those who excelled in the different parts of the competition. But before we proceed to the major awards, we would like to award another Ginoo for the Ginoong JCI Cebu. And this award goes to Ginoong Bantayan Island, Mr. Photogenic. The winner of this award is chosen by our official photographer, Mr. Mark Philip Dalles. Who do you think it's gonna be? Alright, who is it gonna be? Let's hang on tight to our seats. We are waiting for Mr. Photogenic. Alright, we have our results on here. Okay, are we ready to announce who is Mr. Photogenic?
Yes!
Mr. Photogenic is Ginoong Cavite. Ginoong Cavite is our Mr. Photogenic. Photogenic, Javier.
Yes, I can see that as well.
Alright, I know the audience sees it too.
Multimedia is the candidate who stayed consistent with his posting during the different sponsor visits. I know you have your bets, so who do you think among our Ginoos deserves the award?
Cebu! The
Oh, I hear Cebu. Who do we think it is?
Cebu!
Okay, hang on to your seat. Mr. Multimedia is Ginoong Pilipinas, Iloilo. First, everyone during the competition. And this is voted by his fellow Ginoos. So our Mr. Congeniality is Ginoong Pilipinas, Cordillera.
Now, let's announce the candidate with the best tourism video. The Ginoo who will win this award is one who was the best and was able to showcase the beauty, their place, and their representation. The best tourism video award goes to, who do you think it is?
Cebu!
Best tourism video is Ginoong Pilipinas, Cebu City.
That's it!
Congratulations once again to Ginoong Pilipinas, Cebu City. During the preliminary festival costume competition held at Alta Cebu Resort in Cordoba. We would like to thank Miss Aida Humauas for making this possible. And our best in festival costume is
Our best in festival costume is Ginoo Cordillera. Of the Cup Park and Beach Resort for making this possible. And our best in swimwear is Ginoo Pilipinas, Mandaue.
Yes! Cebu Gihapon!
to Ginoong Pilipinas, Mandaue.
Now, so, in no particular order, the first to advance in the competition is...
Cebu City! So we have Cebu City and Cavite in our top 10. Next, we have Ginoong Pilipinas, Mandaue!
And following Ginoong Mandaue, we have Ginoong Iloilo.
10 is Cordillera!
Alongside Ginoong Cordillera, next up, we have Ginoong Pilipinas, Bacolod.
The next candidate we have for the top 10 is Ginoong Pilipinas, Bantayan Island! The next to advance in this competition is Ginoong Pilipinas, Dalagete!
And the last spot on our list is taken by Ginoong Pilipinas, Bukidnon, Maramag.
Our last candidate for the top 10 is Ginoong Bukidnon, Malamag.
To all the Ginoos that weren't called, you may now exit the stage.
To the honors.
Yes, first let's start with Ginoong Bacolod.
Alright, Ginoong Bacolod. Let's call Ginoong Bacolod on the center of the stage. Alright, Ginoong Bacolod, are you feeling confident?
Yes, I'm confident right now. A little bit nervous, actually.
Alright, okay, so I hope the nerves shake off. So our casual, this is just very casual to you, Ginoong Bacolod, okay? So, during your interview, you mentioned that you're a rakitero. How do you balance being a candidate in this competition to that of your livelihood outside of it?
For me, my manager supported me to join in this kind of competition, and he know that better future awaits me after this kind of competition. This Ginoong Pilipinas 2023, he knows that it will has a huge impact on my life, and it will help us financially, and more opportunities will come after this event. Since Ginoong Pilipinas is open to all of the opportunities that it can offer to us, not just only me, but also to my co-candidates and my co-Ginoong Pilipinas candidates. Thank you.
Alright, that was Ginoong Bacolod, everyone, providing opportunities to each of the candidates. Thank you, Ginoong Bacolod. You may now proceed to the backstage. Next, we will casually interview who, Javier?
Next up, we would like to interview Ginoong Pilipinas, Bantayan Island.
Alright, Ginoong Bantayan Island, looking very colorful in his barong. Would you like to do the honors of asking the question?
Yes, so a quick question. So during the interview, you mentioned that if you win, you'll use this platform to enhance the projects of the Philippines. So, I ask you, what specific project would you most likely target?
Good evening, first, El Corso, and thank you so much for supporting Ginoong Pilipinas 2023. Well, I am a national ambassador of National Geographic, also an international ambassador of Philippines. So the one project that we're working on now in our island in Bantayan is the hydroponics, or Swag Bantayan. It's like a conversion of plastic bottles into a sustainable platform. Because I believe that project has a huge impact on the community. I was able to help a lot of out-of-school youth, provide them opportunities to work as well. And then Bantayan is progressing and modestly moving on.
Wow, okay, very environmental friendly and sustainable. Thank you, Ginoong. Alright. Next, we have who do we have next, Javier?
Next up, we have Ginoong Pilipinas, Maramag, Bukidnon.
Alright, let's invite Ginoong Maramag Bukidnon. Okay, how are you feeling, Ginoong?
I'm feeling so thankful that I'm part of the top 10. Thank you so much.
Alright, it's all thanks and gratitude for Ginoong Maramag Bukidnon. Okay, so our question for you is, during the interview, you mentioned that if you want, you'll use this platform to enhance the projects of communities. What specific project would you most likely target?
I've been saying a lot that I will continue my reforestation endeavors in Bukidnon. And I've been saying that I will help the communities that we've been working with in our NGO, which is Nilaban Foundation. So while reforesting, we are also giving the communities livelihood opportunities because we are helping farmers who we work with in reforestation to promote their products as well. And if I will win, Pilipinas 2023, that would be the project that I will be supporting on. The farmers while reforesting. Thank you.
Alright, we look forward to your future projects as our potential Ginoong Pilipinas.
So, next up, we like to call on Ginoong Pilipinas, Cavite.
Okay, Ginoong Pilipinas, Cavite. Alright, so how are you doing this evening?
First of all, good evening. And I'm feeling right now is medyo busog, kakain ko lang. And sana lahat din kayo kumain na. Yun.
Alright, so Ginoong Cavite hopes that everyone has had their dinner. Alright, so here's your question. Interestingly, I heard that you're a tourism student. So what made you decide to take this course?
Well, first, ang reason ko talaga is to be a flight attendant. Pero more and more ko na-realize when I was taking up tourism is that maraming kailangan sa Philippines. Especially in promoting culture, heritage, arts, and tourism. Kasi sa mga hindi nakakaalam, the culture is still there. Okay? Pero I believe ang mga younger generations ngayon is hindi na sila aware kung ano nga pa talaga ang culture natin. Which is, ang simple pagsuot ng barong, it symbolizes peace. Kasi it's showing the other lahi na we are unarmed. Wala tayong any weapons on our body na makikita yon dahil transparent nga yung barong natin. So we're promoting peace pala, doon pala sa pagsuot ng barong. And dapat alam yon ng mga kabataan ngayon, our generation.
Wow, what a great explanation of our symbolism on the barong. Thank you so much, Ginoong Cavite.
So, next up, we like to call on Ginoong Pilipinas, Cebu City.
Alright, Ginoong Pilipinas, Cebu City. This is my very good friend, Mr. Lars.
So, I'd like to ask you, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling immensely grateful. I hope I made Cebu City proud.
Of course!
Alright, of course. Okay. So, for our question,
So, for your question, I've heard that you champion sustainable entrepreneurship. So, can you explain to us and our audience what that is and why you stand for it?
One of my main advocacies for this pageant is sustainable entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneurship student myself, I had the privilege to study firsthand and through education the business in and out. But I know that this is a privilege and not available to many. So with this platform, I want to share what I have learned. And I want to focus on sustainable entrepreneurship to two main ways. Sustainable for the environment and sustainable for the future generation. And I believe this is what will make Cebu City, Singapore-like.
that's sustainable entrepreneurship from Ginoong Cebu City. Thank you, Ginoong.
Now, next up, we would like to call on Ginoong Pilipinas, Cordillera.
Okay, Ginoong Cordillera is looking very smiley. Alright, Ginoong Cordillera, here's your casual question, okay? So, Ginoong Cordillera here has continuously given a very solid performance during every preliminary segment. Is this your first time during a pageant?
Actually, national, yes. But in my place, I was appointed as our Mr. Mountain Province 2022. So this is my first pageant on stage.
Alright, so how is the experience so far?
It's fun because Pilipinas is very fun, and I'm grateful that I joined here.
Alright, we have a very smiling Ginoong Cordillera. Thank you, Ginoong.
Happy box.
Okay, for our next Ginoong.
So for our next Ginoong, we'd like to call on Ginoong Pilipinas Dalagyan.
Alright, Ginoong Dalagyan. Okay, we have Mr. Justin. Ginoong Dalagyan, what do you think needs to be given more attention to you in your province?
First of all, I joined this competition with carrying me my advocacy of agriculture and farming. Growing up, I am proud to say that I came from the family of farmers in Dalaget. And I am here joining Ginoong Pilipinas with a platform of tourism and entrepreneurship. So that's why I am here today as a representation of the farmers in our municipality. Because right now they are suffering of low income because of the high supply of the vegetables in the Dalaget. So that's why since I joined in this pageant, I promote our products in Dalaget so maybe I could help them to meet the demands of the products. Thank you.
Alright, okay. Thank you, Ginoong Dalagyan, for your question too. Okay, next we have Ginoong Iloilo. Very excited. Okay.
Very eager.
Alright, I see it. Okay.
So here's your question. Given how much controversy there is in the pageantry, how do you handle criticism?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. I know that we are currently in a public eye because we know that we are very influential in the society because we have our own platform to showcase in the world. And how I handle criticism is just being on myself. I know that I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of activities in order for me to change our society. I took up Bachelor of Science in Community Development, and this is under social work because I know that we have to empower our small communities out there. We have to empower our own people for them to know and to realize that our tourism, our culture, our arts and heritage is very important. Thank you so much.
Alright, it's all about culture empowerment. Thank you, Ginoong Iloilo.
Next up, we call on Ginoong Pilipinas, Lapu-Lapu City.
Yes, Ginoong Lapu-Lapu City. The same area I also represent. Okay, so here's my question for you. During your interview, you stressed how important safety is. How do you think safety relates to tourism,
So as a registered criminologist and a lecturer, safety is one of the important and vital aspects in tourism. Because when our city is safe, and it could attract or it could boost tourism in our city, as well as the people itself, not just the city, because the people represents the place. And hopefully, due to this safety that I am promoting, that is one of my advocacy, so it could really help boost my city, Lapu-Lapu City, which is one of the aspects that is one of the particular fight by our local government regards to the cleanliness in our city, which is to eradicate vandalism. So aside from safetyness, we inculcate every people that be vigilant in our city because we represent our place by our people. Thank you po.
Alright, thank you. That was a very thorough answer from Ginoong Lapu-Lapu City.
Now, last but not the least, we have Ginoong Pilipinas, Mandaue.
Alright, Ginoong Pilipinas Mandaue. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great because I belong to the top 10 and I got an award.
Okay, as you should. Okay.
So, now, for your question. During your interview, Ginoong Mandaue is both a pageant contest and a model. What do you think is the difference between the two?
Alright, so Ginoong Mandaue is actually a pageant contestant and a model. So what do you think is the difference between the two? Alright, so considering your background, you are both a pageant contestant and a model. So what do you think is the difference between being a pageant contestant or someone who goes through pageants and being a model, like in print, runway?
I think there's no difference between the two because model and pageantry is a good epitome to the other people and also to the youth.
because they represent themselves, and also in pageantry they have advocacy which can influence to the other people, and being a model is also you can influence also because it's good event.
Alright, okay, there are similarities and a few differences from both. Okay, thank you so much. Ginoong Pilipinas Mandaue. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our top 10 Ginoos. And personally, judging from this round of the competition, our finalists truly proved to us why they deserve their spot.
I agree